What's up? It's another podcast episode. It's another Dubs Only with Josh Hall. What's up, man?
What's going on? Good to be here.
And we got a special, very special guest all the way from Los Angeles. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Tropical.
Caleb Levine.
Exciting. Howdy. Happy to be here. I went to high school in the Bay. I love the Warriors. I'm the world's biggest Young Glove fan.
Self-proclaimed.
Self-proclaimed. I'm claiming that title now.
Caleb has come on with the intention of spewing
Massive hot takes. I'm gonna be like Stephen A. I'll be like Skip. I'm just gonna start saying nonsense.
Every podcast needs a Stephen A. So
yeah.
Dude, guys, great win. Warriors take a 3-0 lead over the Mavs, 109-100. We see more of the same shit that we were used to.
What did I say? What did I say last time? Game 3, Warriors.
We're all biased on here. We're not gonna put any pro Mavs takes on. We all thought the Warriors would win this one, and we did.
Sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, I definitely thought they were gonna play better. The Mavs were gonna play better than they did this game. It was first game at home.
It was hanging in the balance for a while. It was like, all right, like
the first half they were for sure in it, and they had a couple runs, but we had this one. Once the game started, you knew.
Oh, it was
I mean,
good. Well, why don't we start with what did you guys think about Steph Curry tonight?
I said he was going to be the MVP. I said he was going to be MVP of this third game.
Yeah,
I don't fail to be.
How'd you see that one coming?
He's an underrated player. He goes under the radar. People don't always give him the credit he deserves. So coming into this game, I just thought, he was going to be able to just go off because he wasn't going to get the attention that he usually does.
Didn't.
No, but he was fantastic. You really could not ask for a better game from him.
Yeah.
The way he controls the offense, the tempo of the game, it's just completely different. When he's on the court, they're a completely different team.
It felt like he was in control of the game like the entire time he was on. I don't remember anything totally substantial from the minutes that he wasn't playing, but it was like, all right, Steph, have the ball. Just do your thing. He got to the rim with relative ease the whole time. He knocked down 5 threes. Just classic Steph Curry stuff. Caleb, what'd you see out there?
I mean, yeah, dude, like there's the meme about gravity, but he's so good off ball. He's such a good playmaker, even when the ball is not in his hands. Like what sticks out to me is that one through pass to Draymond right under the basket where he's just overhand so quick. He's just so good. It's insane.
It's not a surprise though. It's like you expect this shit to happen now. It's like, yep, there we go. Another win. It
was like a quiet 31 on like near 50% shooting, or maybe better. He was 5 for 10 from 3. I don't know what he was from the field.
He was 5 for 10 from the field as well. So finished 10 for 20. Okay. I mean, you can't ask for better than that. I think it got a little overshadowed just by like the game that Wiggins had.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Like if Steph isn't your MVP for that game, it has to be Wiggins.
I think they're going to give Wiggins, let's say the Warriors close this out in 4 or in 5. I think they're on track to give Wiggins this Western Conference Finals MVP. It's like the same kind of
Iguodala Finals MVP.
Looney, I wouldn't complain about a Looney. They should rename the award after Kevon Looney, after the legendary. Even like first quarter, like he came out like blazing. He scored like 4 of the first 6 points for the Warriors. Just gobbling up rebounds.
He looked so confident too. Like he did like the pump fake and like drove to the basket. I was like, okay, go Kevon.
It's like, oh well, Looney's in the starting lineup. He's a staple now. Like you can't imagine the starting lineup without him out there now.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
And I will be honest, I was definitely one of those people that at the trade deadline when Lacob or Meyer, whoever was like, yeah, we're not getting another center. Like Looney's all we got. I was like, oh, really? Like, not that I don't trust Looney, but he's literally the only center on the roster. And we beat Jokic. He's so good. He's performing so well. I was very wrong. All we need is Looney. Like that Beatles song.
All we need is all you need is Looney. Looney is all you need.
Get KNBR on it. Get them to make those songs. They made the song. Remember when they were making the songs for like Iguodala on the radio and all of that?
We're all accustomed to the Bay Area Homer radio shows. I love that stuff. But Looney, I'm still like surprised the Warriors don't have another big man on the roster. Like somebody. The Mavs have Boban stashed. The Warriors could have done that too.
Minutes. I only watched, I think, the last 2 games of Suns Mavs, but he didn't really get any minutes in that series either, right? Like they're not really playing him.
It was like we went to that Clippers game like 4 years ago and started a Boban chant.
Yeah, get him in there. Yeah.
Yeah. The people and Doc Rivers heard us out.
The people love Boban for sure.
Yeah. I mean, if the Warriors want to increase ticket sales and revenue, the answer is easy. You sign Boban. But Andrew Wiggins, Maple Jordan, the dunk of his lifetime almost got taken away from us.
Oh my God. I would have lost my mind. I was texting Tyler. I was like, this is gonna be my Joker moment if they don't overturn this. I'm gonna fall down like Michael Douglas.
I'm glad they kept that.
I mean, Jesus, it was insane. It came out of nowhere. And I think we've been talking about Wiggins unleashing that third gear. And he finally did it. I mean, I was just like, that's what we wanted to see for so long. It just brings a smile to your face, right? Where it's just like, this is what we wanted to see from this Warriors team, even with off nights from like Poole. Like Poole really didn't.
Yeah, what was going on with that kid tonight? That kid. We're old enough to say that now.
Man.
I mean, only 10 points.
He hit that dagger 3.
Rebounds.
Yeah, I was gonna say
he did. That was huge.
He had the clutch 3, but I feel like the last couple games he hasn't played that well.
Yeah, he's been solid. He had like 23 in game 2. Tonight he was quiet. I mean, 2 for 4 from the field? Only 4 shot attempts is kind of crazy. But
especially for your primary scorer off the bench, but also you have 3 primary options in your starting lineup.
Yeah. It was another Clay scored 19? Yeah.
I think he was
19, but like pretty quiet game from him too.
Yeah.
We need him to step up.
He needs to look at his hand. Someone's got to bring him the toaster, bro. Someone's got to get him to sign a toaster.
We haven't, man. I mean, they keep winning.
Yeah.
I'm not going to complain too much, but like, if Klay Thompson can just bury the Mavs in game 4 and hit like 7 threes, it's him. Like the defining moment. Like if the Warriors can like make this like a championship winning run, like Klay's finally healthy, they come back and win the championship. He needs to do something. Like it needs to be him at the end. It needs to be Klay Thompson, like dagger 3. Yeah, I'm back.
He's been going to his mid-range game a lot. Well, since he's come back, he's dribbled the ball, I think, more than we've ever seen him dribble the basketball. It's a very different Klay. I think he's a lot more trigger happy too, like just like pulling like quick shots. But I think it's all just getting in the rhythm. I mean, how many games has he played still? He came back in like mid-January?
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to see him dribbling the ball too much. Like that's not what he's best at. Like just getting him like in motion, coming off a screen and just catch and shoot. He's deadly. And he knows that. But I don't know. It's Klay. Like I'm just happy to see him out there, really.
I mean, he's still playing solid defense too. Like his offense might not be fully there yet, but as long as he's out there, he's another lethal shooter, a solid defensive option, and somebody that you have to worry about because you don't want to give him an open look. It's not Reggie Bullock, going
0 for 10 Reggie Bullock.
0 for 10, no points, only 4 assists and 4 rebounds in 40 minutes, almost putting up a Tony Snell line. But
Tony Snell, I mean, they really do live and die by the three. I feel like at least the Warriors did a great job of forcing them into taking threes this game. That was the option we were giving them, whether it be because of actually closing out and rotating or just giving them open shots that they weren't making.
They took 45 threes tonight. They just chucked those things up.
Yeah.
But it's working. Luka scored over 40. He scored 40 again tonight.
Again, and they lost. It's awesome.
Yeah, and it was even he scored a bunch of points in the fourth quarter. I think he scored over 20. But it was just catch up points. It was never oh shoot, Luka's bring them back into this game. They brought it to within 5 with a little over a minute left, and that at that point it was all right, just one more basket and put them away. But it's kind of the exact mantra that the Warriors have been using. It's Jokic is going to get his points, Ja's going to get his points. Now Luka's going to get his, but the rest of the team just doesn't have enough options to keep up with the Warriors. The Warriors are just flat out outplaying the Mavs in every way.
That's one question I had for you guys was, did you feel at any point in this game that the Warriors were at risk of losing?
Maybe in the early
second quarter.
Early second. I was going to say late first, early second. But at the end, no. I was not worried going into the second half.
Yeah, it was a 1-point game at halftime, and it was I'm totally comfortable. What were you thinking?
There was that stretch there, right, where they missed all their shots.
Yeah.
Both teams are missing. The Mavs had a little bit of a lead, but we were watching with family and friends, and everybody was just okay, we'll take that. The Warriors didn't play their best basketball. We know what we are. We're a third quarter team.
Yeah,
we're okay. We are okay. Just sort of calm, not ever really worried, but it was fun watching with a lot of Warriors fans again. Being in Chicago, I'm the only Warriors fan I know. So being back with a group of people who love watching Warriors basketball was fun.
I bet. I got to watch this one with my dad. My family's in town right now, and it was perfect. Everybody else here just doesn't follow sports. They're into film or some bullshit. Yeah. But yeah, just having somebody to talk out loud and be that's a great rebound, Kevon, and have somebody be yeah, it is. It's the simple stuff.
Going back to the simple things, we had talked last podcast about the Mavericks making adjustments to their rotation, and they did not make any.
Yeah, we thought we might see some Marquise or maybe some Boban. It's just any size to put up against the Warriors, and there was nothing. I mean, they have no options. Dwight Powell barely played again. It's really just it's mostly 6-7 players. Bertans is totally one-dimensional. I do like him though. Bertans is a likable NBA player.
You think that with Looney being an undersized center, but still a solid option, that they would maybe try just giving more minutes to Powell? He's not the most defensive minded player, but he's more defensive minded than Kleber or Bertans. Kleber,
whenever he's out there, I'm just all right, yeah, you're just kind of, he can do his own stuff defensively a little bit, with some rim protection for his size, but he's not a threat on either side of the ball. It's not oh shit, Maxi Kleber's open.
Yeah.
Bang.
They're the Mavs. They need their white guys. That's their thing. That's been their thing for 20 years.
They're a couple pieces away. I mean, Luka, I think because they made it this far, Western Conference Finals is further than people saw them making it, that they'll be a more attractive, like a real free agent destination this summer. But they still have a ways to go. You know, Mark Cuban might have to open up the paycheck a little bit.
Randall, maybe. I've heard
Julius Randall be interesting.
That.
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
I don't know who's Aiden's.
Warriors.
I don't even know who's a free agent.
Ayton would be an interesting signing for them. They do really need a solid center to like complete their lineup.
Do you think if DeAndre Ayton joined the Mavs, it'd be the same kind of stuff as KD? Like, you blew this lead with the Suns and you can't beat him, you're going to join him, DeAndre Ayton.
I don't think he's good. Either team is good enough or player. I think Ayton's really good, but I don't think at least the media and the fan base would get on him that bad.
You never know, man. Those Phoenix fans.
Yeah, the Phoenix fans are crazy. Them and Raptors fans, I have found. Because I just thought it was us and like Lakers and Celtics fans and like Sixers, like the usual big city crazies. But Raptors fans and who were we talking about? What was the other one? Suns fans, yeah, crazy. They're aggressive.
Yeah, and they can't back it up. That's like I'll talk a lot of trash as a Warriors fan, and I've been kicked out of group chats for it before, which Caleb can attest to.
I can attest that he has been kicked out of NBA group chats.
But you can back it up as a Warriors fan. The team always delivers when they're healthy. So I can be like, yeah, talk your shit. Try to beat the Warriors. And if the Warriors win the championship, bring me back in there and I will just stomp all over those Laker fans.
It's called built, not bought.
Yeah, absolutely.
Drafting. These are words, concepts.
There's so many ways. There's so many directions I can go with it. So the options, it's so we're only 5 wins away from it.
Yeah, speaking of the finals, who would you guys rather play? Because I feel like they're similar. Heat or Celtics are similar teams, you know?
I think whichever team it is will be the toughest team the Warriors play so far. But I'd say Miami. I don't want to watch Marcus Smart. And I don't know. There's something like I feel like the Celtics have like more size and like switchability than the Heat do. Both are great defensive teams, obviously, but I don't. What do you guys think? I'll gather my thoughts.
As an NBA fan, I want to see the Celtics. Tatum, Brown, Smart, Horford, Robert Williams, Peyton Pritchard. They're just fun to watch. Like that, like those are like I just named like their entire lineup, right? But like especially Tatum and Brown, they're fun to watch. They're young. They've been close before. In their like, I think Tatum is a future multiple time MVP. Like this is like his come to the NBA moment, if you will. But I think, like Tyler mentioned, the Heat maybe are a little bit of a better matchup for the Warriors, just because they don't have as much star power. And I think Wiggins and Clay and Draymond can do similar to what they're doing with Luka that they can with Butler and Bam. And if you throw Lowry in there, you can throw Lowry in there too. Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson hasn't touched playoff minutes. It seems like he's been pretty much a non-factor since the bubble, since he got that $80 million bag. He's just too busy hosting podcasts now, I guess.
Who does that?
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Who does podcasts? But no, as a fan, I want to see the Celtics. As a Warriors fan, I want to see the Heat.
I'd agree with that. I'd take Heat. I just hate all Boston sports always, so I wish them no success ever. Yeah, that too.
It's simple as that. I mean, yeah, the Celtics have like those options, like great defenders, Robert Williams, Grant Williams too. They're a deep team. But I'd agree as the NBA fan, you have the right take, but I'm a Warriors fan first. And I want the Warriors to win a ring more than I want to watch like a high competitive series. Just me personally, I'd rather see the Warriors take it. And if they're going to, I think they could beat both teams. Like they've been proving themselves to be a really good team, but the Celtics challenge them more than the Heat.
I don't think anything can stand in our way. I got to be honest. We've had games where Steph and Clay play terrible. We've had games multiple where the refs are just like, yeah, we got to extend this series. Yeah. And we've won all of them. We've come back like, again, I was so scared of Jokic because I'm like, he's so big. He's a big burly man. And we had very little problem. We've had very little problems. They just, and as you can probably attest to this as Warriors fans, I've watched every regular season game and they have looked better consistently in just about every game of these playoffs than they have like the entire regular season.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. It's a good time to be a Warriors fan, but when has it not been the last 8 years?
We're so spoiled.
Yes, we are.
But I mean, like they were never fully healthy during the regular season. They played 11 minutes with Steph, Clay, and Draymond during the regular season. So it was all about getting adjusted and ramping up during the playoffs, which is pretty risky. It's all about right now. And they're one win away from the finals.
Oh, we still have game 4. We still have game 4. So let's look forward to Tuesday night. What are your predictions for how game 4 goes?
Do we have any hot takes for game 4?
Kevon Looney, 18 rebounds, and Jordan Poole and Clay go for 25 each. That's my take.
Is that 18 as like the Jewish number of
luck? Jewish lucky number, yes. That's my rebounding number.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that take. I'm gonna go Steph. I think the big 4 all get 20 plus. Steph, Clay, Wiggs, and Poole all go for 20 plus.
You don't think Draymond's gonna score 20 plus?
I think Draymond will hit another 3.
You know how Kevon hasn't scored 20 plus points since like his freshman year of college
until game 2.
I wonder when that was for Draymond.
Because like game 7 of the finals, like when he just went off.
It has to be, right?
Yeah. Draymond Green coming out party. If I had a hot take for game 4, my heart wants to say Iguodala comes out, like rips off the warm up and like gets into the game, but I just don't see that one coming. If it's a hot take, I'm like Moody scores like 12.
That's not a hot take.
What are you talking about? Moody hasn't like even looked at the basket. Surprised he even got into the game.
Well, say he goes for 18.
Moody?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just picking a higher number.
18 is a solid number for that. But I think I'll raise it to 14.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm feeling real risky right now.
It could be cooked a little more.
Yeah. How about
the last time Draymond Green scored 20 points in an NBA game was against the Houston Rockets in 2019.
Fuck them Rockets.
Yeah, the Rockets had to be the Houston Rockets. The Warriors have dragged them for like 7 years. Steph hit the game-winning shot against them this year too. Just had to be them. I went to the Orlando Magic Houston Rockets game this year. Wow. My life had never reached a lower point than that, but it was like $5.
I was about to say, were tickets like $10?
Yeah. It was a great time out. I caught a shirt.
Nice.
Yeah. So if we have our hot takes in the books, what do we say the final score is and who's our MVP of game 4?
Bring out the brooms. It's a sweep. Bring out the brooms. It's a sweep. I'm saying it's going to be 122 to 110 Warriors, Western Conference Finals champs.
And who is your Irvin Magic Johnson Western Conference Finals most valuable player? I don't want to.
I've said it once. I've said it once. I've said it twice. I'll say it again. Andrew Wiggins. He's my MVP.
Bravo. I'll say come on, who are we kidding? Warriors are gonna win. Well, I'll say 108, 99, 9 points. And the best player in game 4 will be Steph, and the Western Conference MVP will go to Steph. Just get Steph some hardware. We're all for pushing the agenda for him just getting higher and higher in the ranks. And nobody above him in the NBA 75 can say that they have a Western Conference Finals MVP.
You can say that. I'm gonna go an interesting take. I'm gonna say we lose 113 to 107. I think Mavs sneak a game at home. You know, the refs all throughout every series I've watched, not just Warriors this playoffs, there's been some game extending to a degree, to just blatant degrees. So I think we'll see that a lot. But yeah, I think Mavs could sneak one game.
Mavs could totally sneak one. I mean, the Warriors haven't had that many sweeps over the run, like the last 8 years.
Gentlemen sweeps, you know?
Yeah. Bring it home, game 5, get that ticket revenue. Have the inside the NBA crew outside of Oracle one more time, and then have them all shut up Charles Barkley. I wouldn't mind it. So I think that's all that she wrote, because we know that the Warriors are the team. They are the NBA team to I don't know, man.
It's
they're
our
a lot of
world.
fun.
They're just living in it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's our league.
Like, we are so lucky to just have this team. It's all as Bay Area kids, all in one way or another, like having like Stephen Curry wearing a Warriors jersey, like all these guys on the Golden State Warriors, who we've all seen be just total trash for so long, be like at the mountaintop of the Mount Sinai of the NBA.
Mount Sinai. Not Mount Olympus, but Mount Sinai.
Yeah. None of that bullshit.
Very goy podcast.
Yeah, you can't see it. I have a keep up here. Yeah. There's so much good stuff to feel as a Warriors fan, and game 4 is when, on Tuesday?
Tuesday night.
I'm loving this every other day thing. It's very easy.
Hey, and let's hope Miami, Boston go 7. Let's get some extra rest.
Yeah.
Like, let's finish this out as quickly as possible. Kick our feet up. Know that we have home court no matter what, so we don't got to go anywhere.
Yeah, and just get that extra rest for Otto Porter. Get Andre and GP2 back.
Sensitive.
Huh?
Said his feet are sensitive. He needs that rest.
Yeah, he's an old man.
He's delicate like a flower.
He's Wilt reincarnated. That's what he is.
Exactly like Wilt. It is uncanny.
He is one of Wilt's like 800 love children, like 100%. I mean, one of them had to make it to the NBA, right, with those genetics. Yeah. Oh man, guys, there's so much to look forward to. Tuesday for game 4. Will we bring the brooms out, or will we be coming back to game 5 in California? It remains to be seen, but I'm psyched either way.
And we'll come back right after for another
immediate episode recorded after. We can't even collect our thoughts. We have to just come right on. Beautiful stuff. All right. Next time, dubs only. Peace out. Thanks for joining.
Peace.
Dubs, baby.